Hello Leeds! This video is for you. This is the tricky bits in Old Devil Moon. Just thought I would go through a few of them to help you learn and to make sure that we're super accurate. The hardest job is the leads, I think. Your tune might be the easiest, but it's really up to us as leads to carry the biggest load of musicality and the biggest amount of personality and expression in our singing. So it's really important that we get very accurate on our notes and our breath points as early as possible so that we can add in all those lovely things. Okay, so the first bit I want to go through, this seems like an easy one because it is. It's the very beginning, because we stay on one note for the whole thing. So it's really important that the leads stay super clean and tidy on that and not wobble around. You might want to follow your friends and go up or down with the baritones and the basses and the tenors. Don't. We stay exactly the same. We start on an F and we sing, everything about you blinds me with your love. Everything about you blinds me with your love. All the same. Keep it the same. Be really sure you know your part is not moving there. Super. Part 2. Page 2. It's just that Old Devil Moon, deep in your eyes. There's a few little leaps there. Now it's the tune if you know it, but if you don't, it might seem a bit tricky. So. Such a nice tune. It's that old devil moon deep in your eyes. So let's do the it's that old a few times. It's that old. And again. It's that old. And you'll notice that I'm not singing it's that old. I'm singing it's that old. So I'm getting a lot of ah in there. It's that old devil moon deep in your eyes. Let's do devil moon deep in your eyes a couple of times. Devil moon deep in your eyes. And I'm singing right through ooh on moon. Devil moon again. Devil moon deep in your eyes. That eyes has 4 beats. Eyes. And then a tiny, short, quiet s at the end. No snakes allowed. Very nice. That's the second one done. Now, your third point that I want to go through is on page 3. And this is a place where you've got to sort out your staggered breathing and you've got to sort it out now. Or maybe you can just sing through the whole phrase. Fantastic. I always say there's 2 reasons why we breathe. You will surely hear me say this in rehearsal. Number 1, we breathe for musicality. We breathe where there are rests together. We breathe for rhythm like that. Can't hold a candle to your razzle. That little breath there is a really rhythmical breath. So that's the number 1 reason we breathe. We breathe for rhythm and music. Number 2 reason we breathe is to stay alive. Really important. So that means that we can, as a chorus member, when there's 20 of us on the lead line, when there's so many people singing, we can take a breath in a place where it's not a rhythm breath. And the way we do that, as I've mentioned before, is to just leave out a word or leave out 2 words. So rather than going for running all the way out of air till you're not able to sing and it doesn't sound good, and then going and then joining in again or not joining in again and we lose half the line, I would much rather that you take your breaths early, take your staggered breaths or your ninja breaths as some people call them, take them early so that we're getting a nice smooth sound the whole way through the line. So the place where I'm talking about you need to do it is page 3 bar 29. From To Your Razzle Dazzle, we've got that lovely little solo bit all the way down to bar 34 after ride, carpet ride. There is no group breath, but most people will need to take a breath somewhere. I would advise take it early, and you can't take it after wide. I do not want the entire group going, got me flying high and wide. On a mat. Nobody take it there. Take it anywhere else. I'll sing it for you. To your razzle dazzle, you've got me flying high and wide on a magic carpet ride. So that's going all the way through. Let me give you an example of where you might take a breath. You're going to pick somewhere else, not this one. To your razzle dazzle, you've flying high and wide on a magic carpet ride. And that way no one will notice that a breath was taken, but you'll get all the way to the end of that phrase with lots of lovely air. Super. Okay, part 3. It's just going through that Old Devil Moon, deep in your eyes again. Super accuracy needed here. It's on page 4. We're bar 41. I've done this for all of the parts because it's a little tricky part. It's very like the first time we sang it, but just to make sure that we have it. So we know it already. It's that old devil moon deep in your eyes. This time the eyes only has 3 beats. 1, 2, 3. So it's that, not it's that, it's that. It's that old devil moon deep in your eyes. Okay, next one I want to go through with you is on the top of page 5. It's the mesmerizing, hypnotizing bit, which is lovely and chromatic and sounds fabulous. And we need to make sure that we're really, really accurate on it. So we're going to go from the mesmerizing first of all. We have mesmerizing, hypnotizing, bewitching me, oh I. That's what we need to do. Let's do that a few times together. You'll notice that I'm trying to get lots and lots of length out of all of those words, like mesmerizing. Rather than going mesmerize, I'm singing mesmerizing. So let's sing it. 2, 3. Mesmerizing, hypnotizing, bewitching me, oh I. Lovely, really, really good. This time we're going to go from I see in your eyes. I see in your eyes, it's okay. And again, all in one breath. Let's do our best. I see in your eyes, it's mesmerizing, hypnotizing, bewitching me, oh I. Lovely. Very, very nice. Now, this is not a loud part, but I think we should be very much feeling like a harmony part here. So don't be roaring out. Just be nice and cool. I see in your eyes, I want. I see in your eyes, it's mesmerizing, hypnotizing, bewitching me, oh I. And then we're on Devil Moon, and that's nice and easy. Very nice. The next bit that I want to look at with you is actually straight after that. We've just gone, oh I, Devil Moon. And then the next bit just needs a bit of accuracy. You stole right from the skies. So we go up. You stole right, and then we do a half step. From the skies that. How do you find that you stole? You've just sung it in O-I. O-I is the same as you stole. So from O-I, you're hearing O-I, devil moon, you stole right from the skies that. Perfect. Makes sense? Let's do it a couple of times. 1, 2, 3. Oh, I, devil moon, you stole right from the skies that. Lovely. Going on from there to the next bit is captivating, sedating moon. I don't want it to be too ingy. If anything, it's slightly ingy on the track. But I think captivating, sedating might get in the way. So we're going to soften it a little bit. Captivating, sedating moon. That makes sense? The notes are, so captivating, sedating moon, shining in your eyes. Okay, let's give it another go. Captivating, sedating moon, shining in your eyes. Lovely. And that eyes nice and fast. In your eyes, with your glance. You're going to want to get out of the way anyway because you'll need a breath. The last bit that I want to show you for the leads is on page 8, please. Bar 89, Old Devil Moon. What a great line! Blinds me with love. I want you to inject every little piece of Frank Sinatra that you all have inside of you. We all have them. Into that. Blinds me with love. Now, what I don't mean is go blah, 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 because that won't tune at all if we're all wiggling around. Blinds me with love. Give it lots of oomph, but accurate. Okay, Old Devil Moon. Old devil moon, deep in your eyes, blinds me with love. Lovely. The devil moon can be a bit tricky because you're going up, down, and then up a little half step. Old, old devil moon deep in your eyes blinds me with love. Lovely. Did you notice the way I sang all the way through moon? That moon didn't stop or anything. It was really a lead on to the next word, deep. Last time. 1, 2, 3, 4. Old devil moon deep in your eyes blinds me with love. Lovely. And all of our loves are going to get a V little sound after them. Love with love. So that you're hearing the end of the word. It's a little bit like adding in a rhythm section. It's like that. Now, do you need to go crazy and make loads of noise? No. One little noise from you will add to the 20 other little noises happening and it'll sound beautiful. That's all the parts I wanted to teach you. Enjoy. Bye-bye.